Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome to Per Aspera, which is a city builder that starts off small but then eventually scales up and up onto a planetary level as we attempt to terraform Mars. And I did have to look up how to pronounce the name of the game because I would have said Per Aspera, but no, apparently I've looked on the internet and it says Per Aspera, and of course the internet would never lie to me, so there we go. So we will be building factories and mines and power plants and such like across the surface of Mars, and then we'll connect them up together to ensure all the resources and whatnot moving around efficiently. And if there's one thing we're very good at in the Geek Cupboard, it's efficient logistics. Oh, absolutely, we're the best. And then eventually we build this great big kind of network across the planet. It looks very, very wonderful. This is the demo version of the game. That is part of the Steam Autumn Game Festival, which of course means it's not representative of the final version. I don't think there's any story events in the demo. Nothing kind of, no sort of story events are going to pop up and give us choices to make and what's happening with the sort of the tail of the game. I think it's just purely showcasing the building aspects. But of course, if you're interested, then there's a link to the Steam store page in the video description below where you can wishlist the game and also pick up the demo if you want to have a go at it yourselves. But without any further ado, let's get aboard our spaceship and head off to the Red Planet. So here we go, and of course we find ourselves looking down at Mars, and right in the middle there is our landing site. But the big thing about this game is that we're going to be down on ground level working on things on a relatively small level, because we start off small, building a few bits and bobs here and there, but eventually you're going to get to a point where you're going to be able to zoom out and see all of the things you've built and all the connections you've made, and this kind of big web of things across the planet, all providing resources and power and all that kind of stuff. So you can zoom in and out very, very seamlessly indeed. So we're zoomed out here. This is the full extent of our zooming out, and we can see the whole planet, but we can really smoothly just zoom in, and it's really wonderful. Look at that. That is very smooth. And then we get this nice view down here of what we've got on the surface, and then you can just zoom straight back out again. And there we go. It's as smooth as you like. That's very wonderful indeed. So here we go. Let's go down to the surface. So here's the thing we've got to start with. This is our landing site. It's kind of like a big kind of solar panel-y looking thing with a radar on the top. And there's a little kind of worker bot thing. We've got some basic resources. And let's just take a moment to look around because the sort of appearance of this whole sort of world is wonderful. It's kind of like it's on a map. It's like it's on a map, look. So we can see sort of craters and things, but it looks like it's on a nice hand-drawn sort of map of Mars, which is splendid. So what have we got to do? Our first directive is to build an aluminium mine. And yes, I'm saying aluminium because I'm British. So we've got ourselves 15 aluminium down there. We've got 15 steel and we've got 15 electronics. We have one worker bot. We've got 15 power and we've only got one building right now. And that's that one just there. Okay, so let's go and follow this directive then. Let's build ourselves an aluminium mine. Okay, where's aluminium? There it is. It's kind of shiny and metally looking. That will do. So we just pop that down. We can't build it anywhere else, but this is obviously a big deposit of aluminium on the surface. So we'll just pop that over there. And then the little kind of worker bot plots a path. It kind of works out the best path to get to this place. So, it goes over all the sort of the various contours of the planet and what have you, and it creates these little sort of marker flag type things. And then our bot is just going to go back and forth with it and just pick up all the resources and drop it into here. So it needs another bit of aluminium to go in, and then a bit of steel. Oh, look! And it's kind of broken into 4 little bits. 4 little sort of bots, and they're building this thing up like from a blueprint type thing. Oh, that's very good. Hang on, right, we can speed it up a tiny bit. It's got some really good speed controls as well, and spacebar is pause. You press space and it goes into that this sort of fuzzy sort of view, which I guess because we're pausing the satellite link or something. I don't know, but anyway, we don't need to pause it there. So there we go. We're going to get our aluminium mine is done, and it's in, and there we go. So we've built this, and I like the way when you zoom in, you get this kind of macro lens view of everything. It looks very nice. I do like the way this game looks. Okay, so we've got that in. So now we've got ourselves a very basic aluminium mine that's doing some basic mining. And now the next job is to build a silicon mine and a glass kiln. Okay, right, so a silicon mine. So we're going to have to find where there is some silicon somewhere. Aha, right, okay. It's over there. Now, can we? Is that too far away, or are we able to build that? No, so that kind of weird little sort of networky grid thing appears there. It plots the best path over to this mine, and there we go. So our little worker bot is working its way over here. Can we get another worker bot? Can we build another one of those? What are all these other things here? A worker hub, an operating centre for a worker. This hub will increase the maximum number of workers your base can support. It would make sense to me. I know we're not being told to do it by the tutorial, and this might not go well because the tutorial might not like the fact that we're trying to do things independently. But it would make sense to get another worker, wouldn't it? It would make sense. How about we just pop down? We could put that there. why don't we pop that just there and get ourselves another worker? Because that just seems to be a very sort of logical thing to do. And then we can have 2 little bots driving around the place rather than just the one. But here we go. Silicon mine going in. Very lovely. Get the little bots to go and build it. And splendid. Right, silicon mine is done. So it's producing, it's taking... What's it just producing? Input. Oh, the input, it's got 797 silicon in the mine. And eventually it will produce some stuff. And over here, is there a little kind of storage bay? Yes, there, look. So there's one sort of... What's that, like a little sort of round, like a bale of aluminium or something. Okay, that's fine. So we've done that, and now we need to build ourselves a glass kiln. So now we've got factories. However, here we go. Our new worker sort of building thing is being constructed. What is it? Our worker hub. Okay, let's get that done. Let's get that done nice and quick. Boom. Okay, worker hub is done. Can we build a worker? How do we construct a worker? Worker hub load. That's the sign for workers. So we've got 2 hubs. We've got the landing site and this sort of specific work hub we've built. But we've only got 1 worker. How do we build another worker? Maybe we can't do it now. Maybe I've just jumped the gun a little bit too much there. Maybe at some point in the future it will tell us to build a worker hub and get us another worker. Okay, do you know what? Let's get this glass kiln done. Let's get that sorted. So now we've got access to factories and a glass kiln. So that's going to take 5 power, which is going to put us under our power limit, actually. We're going to be not fully powered if we do that. Game, are you aware of this? Oh no, have I built that and I shouldn't have built that? I think we can turn... Hang on, we can turn that off, can't we? It's still on 4.9. I don't think we're going to have enough power. Creates resistant glass from silicon. Ah, okay, and we have a silicon mine, which is wonderful. Well, it would make sense to put this over here. It would make sense to put that quite near to the silicon mine so they don't have to keep moving resources around quite so much. So, okay, let's get that done. So a bit of silicon moving around. Okay, so little worker bot thing. Get this thing constructed. It needs some bits of steel. We've got a little bit of that spare. Okay, right. So get this done. Finish this thing off. Get the glass kiln in. Right, now what are we going to do? Power up. Ah, build a solar farm. Okay, right. There we go. The game was acutely aware that we're going to run out of power then. Solar farm. A farm of solar panels will automatically store energy during the day and release it during the night. Okay. So construction, we need 1 aluminium, we've got that. We need 1 circuitry, is that? Electronics, yeah. So we've got 1 of those. And we need 2 glass. The only thing is, the glass kiln is not working because it hasn't got enough power. Okay, we've got plenty of aluminium right now. Let's turn this off for the moment. Switch that off. That saves us some power. That thing can now be powered up. So the glass kiln, we can input some silicon into that. And then hopefully that can start making some glass. Is that what it's doing now? Yes, look, the little sort of green sort of circly thing is spinning round. And it's eventually working on making some glass. Okay, right. We need that in order to get the solar farm done. Okay, right. So let's make a solar farm. Okay, so that thing generates some power in the middle. And then, yeah, these things are all draining the power away. So, yeah, we do need another one of these. I mean, it would make sense to build them all. We're going to need more than 1 of these, I would have thought. Build them all in a nice sort of row, I guess. Okay, let's just put 1 there. How near can we get it to that crater thing without it falling in? Let's put 1 there. Because, yeah, and that's near quite a lot of stuff. Oh, look, and it's plotted a path going that way. I was going to say we could do with the path kind of leading from there to there. And it's sort of done it, which is wonderful. Okay, so, solar farm. How many bits are going in? 1 bit of glass has gone in. Have you made us another bit of glass yet? I think it's on the way. I think they're making... No, a bit of glass is there. But our 1 poor little bot thing has to go and charge up, I think. So here we go. Solar panel is underway. And boom, solar farm looks done. Yes. Okay, that looks very good. Oh, I do like that. And I love the fact that when you zoom in, it's that lovely sort of macro lens kind of look. It blurs the background. You're just focusing on what you're looking at. Okay, so the solar farm is in, which means... Oh, we've got loads of power. Oh, we've got loads of power. Right, switch everything back on, please. All the things back active. Even with everything switched on, we've got ourselves 22.7 surplus power, which is wonderful. Okay, right, next job, next directive, steel industry. Okay, that's going to be a factory, so a steel factory. Okay, what does... Hang on, no, hang on, give me a sec. What does a steel factory actually need to make anything? It needs... I don't know what those 2 resources are. It needs that. It needs iron. Have we got any iron? No. I imagine then that's got something new on it. We're going to need, an iron mine and a carbon mine. Is that what that takes in? Yes. Okay, right, we need some new mines. A carbon mine. What does carbon look like? Any idea what carbon might look like? Ah, there, look. That looks kind of carbon-y. Okay, right. Put that there. That's some carbon. Very nice. And then we need iron. The iron is... Oh, the iron's really far away. The iron is very far away, and it has not done the wibbly plotting of paths, because I think it's too distant. Okay. Can we put that down anyway? It's too far and there's no power. Yeah, that's okay. We'll work on that in a second. We'll try and link it up. Okay, so pop that down. So we know that needs to go there. Okay, so we probably need to build something in the middle. I mean, what about one of these worker hubs? Just use that as a bridge. Use that as a bridge between these two things here. Just pop that in the middle. We've got enough stuff to build it, I think. Yeah, we've got plenty of resources to build it. And there we go. We get the wibbly sort of circuitry-looking lines that connect everything up. Okay, splendid. There we go. So now the one worker bot, we've got the very overworked worker bot. It's sort of running around doing all this stuff. Yep, the carbon mine is in. So they're currently generating some carbon, which is very, very nice. So yeah, this thing needs to go in first then. Hang on. So let's get this done. I think we can put it onto 16 speed, which is wonderful. Look how fast everything just flies about on 16 speed. So there we go. It's grabbing various resources. Yep, it's grabbing a bit of steel. And there we go. Okay. So now we can get this in. So the iron mine is now complete. The only thing is, yeah, there's no power. It's too far away from all of the power. Because, yeah, it's too distant. I imagine the power has a range, does it? Yeah, it's just out. It's just outside. Okay. Okay. How about then we build another solar farm? How have we got the materials for it? We've got glass, we've got a bit of carbon, and we've got some aluminium. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's not carbon, it's that one, isn't it? Circuitry type stuff. Okay, let's put this over here then. Let's pop one of those right in the middle to power up this side of our sort of little settlement type thing. So let's get that done. So build us a solar panel, chuck into lots of glass, chuck in a bit of circuitry, and chuck in a bit of aluminium, do the magic buildy thing, and boom. Okay, right. That thing is now working. That's generating iron. Now we can build a steel factory. The only thing is, we've got the carbon over there, and the iron over there, and there's a big load of craters in the middle, so we can't really build it anywhere right in the middle between the two, which is unfortunate. Yeah, like ideally you'd sort of build it here so it doesn't, you know, the resources don't have to travel too far, but we can't do that. Let's pop it here. That's about the nearest we're going to get it, I think. So drop that there. There you go, more wibbly paths being so determined, but that's the best one right now. Okay, good. Right, move time on, nice and quick. Let's just get that done. We need one more bit of... What's that it needs? It need a bit of... Oh, that was iron. Okay, so there we go. Ooh, a worker factory is available. More workers. Ah, there we go. We can now build more workers. Building additional workers is crucial for the success of the mission. Each worker requires a vacant worker hub from where to operate. Workers' factories will create new workers constantly until all vacant worker hubs are filled. Ah, that's why we couldn't do it first, because we need a factory to actually build the little worker bot things. Okay, so we've got 2 extras right now. So we could have 3 bots in total. I think maybe we want more than 3, just to maximise efficiency. So let's pop another one. It'd be great if we could get one somewhere else. Like over there, look. That'd be quite handy. Pop one over there to just move resources around. So there we go. Now, does that plot a path this way? Look at that. It's proper trying to calculate things. Yes, we've got a path that goes from the carbon mine to the worker hub just there, and down to the iron mine, and then also down to the steel factory. Oh, that links up everything really, really nicely. Okay, wonderful. So we've got that done. And let's build another one as well. Let's get another worker hub, say down here, just to sort of move things around a bit. Let's do it so it connects to the other worker hub as well. So we want 2 more worker hubs, please. I love the way that connects things up with the path. I like the sort of the ziggity-zaggity sort of blue circuitry thing that sort of appears. Okay, and then we want a worker factory. The other thing is, what do worker factories require? It looks like construction. It needs, what's that? It needs some of those parts. There's a parts factory now. Okay, right. So we need to build a parts factory. Okay. Let's pop that right there. I suspect we're going to need some more power at some point soon. So let's build ourselves another solar farm as well. Let's just drop that in underneath the other one for now. Looks like we might be going... In fact, actually, where are other resources? Where are other resources? Because we're going to be spreading out toward more sort of, deposits of iron or whatever else there is. Or is there nothing around us? I was going to say, it makes sense to move in that direction if we're going to, but no, it doesn't seem to matter too much. There is light levels, though. That's 98% light there. But if we built it up here, that's 99%, so that's going to generate a little bit more power up here. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, there's a sort of thing just above the construction requirements. Yeah, let's pop that there then. Let's build ourselves another solar panel as well. Okay, right. Lots of building work for you all to get on with. Get on with this, please. Oh, there's so much stuff for them to do. There are so many things, and there's only one bot, of course, at the minute. It'll be a lot easier when you've got some friends. Okay, and a worker factory. I don't really think it matters where this goes. Hang on. What does it require? Let's go and have a look at, where was it? Factories. Worker factory. They require parts. Oh, it requires all sorts of stuff. Parts and circuitry and glass and aluminium. But most of that stuff is down here. Most of that stuff is down this end. So let's put our worker factory there. And now just put time on to maximum speed. Okay, so here we go. So this is a good example. We've got ourselves a little network of things that, sort of going around craters and going up and down hills and what have you. So, yeah, we can zoom right in. We can look at the lovely sort of macro level of it. See all the little sort of storage things all over on their sort of storage pads. But then we can zoom right out and go all the way to this view. And there we go. We can see that we've covered a fair bit of territory there. Yeah, we've covered quite a little bit of Mars going on there. So, yeah, you can see all the lines sort of connecting up and what have you. Whilst they're busy doing that, what are all these other things? There's a sort of thing there. What's that? Are these other things that are on Mars? If they are, that is brilliant. It is! That's the Infinity Lander. Oh, we get information about it. 2034. Yes, I don't know what year we're in now, but 2034. The Infinity Lander carried the first 2 astronauts to set foot on the Red Planet. They collected surface samples before returning to their orbital station, where a third member of the crew was monitoring the mission. The unlucky third member who doesn't get to go down onto the surface. Okay, that's good. And it's got all the names of the different sort of craters and valleys and things. And there's various bits and bobs over here as well. What's all this? That's the Perseverance rover from 2021. That's from 2023. Okay, so obviously, yeah, we're in the future. 2082. Oh, okay, we're really far in the future. 2003. Beagle 2. Beagle 2 was the lander component of the Mars Express mission. Didn't it crash? Its goal was to look for signs of past life on the surface of Mars. However, contact was never established with the lander after it landed. Yes, I sort of remember that. It was a big thing. And then, yeah, they went, oh, we don't know where it is or what it's doing now. Oopsie. But yeah, it's all in bits. It appears to have kind of fallen apart. But I suppose, yeah, if that thing up there, what year was that one? If that's 2082, then, yeah, that thing's been there for quite a long time. The Beagle 2 wreckage has been there for many, many years. That's really interesting. There's all sorts of bits and bobs around. What's that? What kind of lander is that? That is... that's a structure. That's an old fuel refinery. 2050. The crew of the Sad Nashira were 6 male subjects, all miners and retired engineers. The objective was to establish the first spaceport and propellant production plant capable of supplying fuel to spaceships. It was highly profitable for several years until the ability to produce in-situ propellant became a regular feature in space missions. Oh, so it's just an abandoned fuel factory. So there are sort of bits and bobs around Mars. So we're definitely not the first people. We're not the first people to get here. Oh, there's loads of stuff around. Oh, this is wonderful. There's an abandoned medical centre from 2141. Okay, yeah, we are very, very far in the future then. Okay. And there's another sort of crash site thing from 2016, which actually, yes, was sort of a real thing then. Okay, don't remember that one. The Opportunity rover, there it is, 2004. Yeah, there's the Opportunity rover. Performed on-site geological investigations and photographed the terrain. So there's all sorts of bits and bobs around. I like that. There's also, what's that? What's that? That looks like a bad sort of thing. That is a dust devil. Okay, so there are threats as well. Okay, this is lovely. However, where's our base? There it is. Right, okay, back to where we are getting on with stuff. Okay, have you finished building the worker factory yet? No. I've just been doing a tour of the planet and you've still not finished. What are you up to? Come on, choppity chop. There's the parts factory. Get the parts factory loaded with stuff, please. Come on. It needs a bit of steel to make some parts. So if you could do that, please. I mean, it's loaded it with aluminium. That's absolutely fine. Where's the steel factory? There it is. The steel factory making a blob of steel. Take that to the parts factory. No, they've already got plenty of aluminium. Take the steel. Take the steel there, please. There we go. No, again. Good, right. They're now using it to make some parts. That only needs one more part. So that'll be done. And then we can start making some workers. And everything will become a little bit more efficient. There we go. Okay. How do you make workers then? What do you need? You need a part, bit of electronics, bit of glass, and some aluminium. And you're just going to make those to fill up all the different slots we've got. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, that's very good. Okay, right, let's get on with actually what we're being told to do, because I got distracted by things on Mars and crash things and the sort of history of the world and what have you. Okay, build a maintenance facility. Hang on, there's something there. Chemicals. Okay, we're going to need to come out this way then toward those chemicals. I don't know how I didn't see them before, but there we go. Right, a maintenance facility. That's going to be in core, I assume. We're going to need to get ourselves 2 aluminium, 2 steel, 2 electronics, and a new golden pointy thing. What's the golden sort of pointy thing? Polymers. Okay, right, hang on. Do we need to dig for polymers? Hang on, what do we need for that? Polymer factory requires... Oh, I can't see what it requires to build the things, because it drops off the bottom of the screen, which is unfortunate. So we can build a polymer factory. Creates polymers from chemicals and carbon. Maybe that's why they've only just appeared. Okay, so if we pop you here, that'll be quite good. So there's our polymers factory that we're going to need to get polymers out of to then build the maintenance facility. And then we're also going to need to get a chemical... Okay, it's a chemical plant, not a chemical mine. Pop that onto there. Okay, so we have many, many things going on. I feel like we need another worker hub over this way as well. I feel like we need another worker person, or bot, whatever it is, just to sort of sit over here, just keep things going, and possibly another solar farm as well, just to keep things ticking over quite nicely. So let's put one just there. There we go. And that will provide us with ample power, because we're putting 3 more things there. That's going to use up quite a chunk of power. So here we go. And look, have we got 2 bots? Yes, there's one there and there's one there. We have 2 bots. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, that's brilliant. Where's our... Are we making another one? Yes, another one is being constructed. So yeah, we've got a total of 5 right now. But of course, we're going to get another work hub over here. So we should have 6 little bots sort of zipping about the place, moving goods around and what have you. That's very good. Okay, let's just sit back and see what goes on. Can we see how long is it going to take? Oh no, that's the aluminium mine. Got excited there. I thought we were going to get a new bot, but it's not far off. The new bot is not far away from completion. And boom. We have 3 little robots now zipping about the surface of Mars, which is wonderful. Okay, so our polymer factory is done, but it can't make anything because it needs... That's carbon, and that is... I assume that's chemicals, is it? Yeah, that sort of purple sort of framed thing there is chemicals. So now we've got the chemical plant in. That's going to just start generating chemicals, which can go straight into here, which they can then use eventually to turn into polymers. However, we won't mind getting these things completed either. We're a bit low on How do we make electronics? Have I used up all of the electronics? Do we need to build ourselves an electronics factory? I suspect we might need to do that at some point. Have we not? Amount? None. Yeah, okay, right, we've burned through our electronics. Sorry, everybody. Hang on, put time back down nice and slow. What do we need to make electronics? We need a bit of whatever that is, so silicon, and a bit of steel. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Electronics factory. Pop it there. Where do we get the silicons from there? And the steel is coming from over there. So if we put it around here, that probably would be the best place for it. Okay, right. Electrics factory. Pop that in right there. Replot your sort of paths and stuff. New paths appear. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, and of course, we've got all those extra bots. I bet the bots require electrics to make things. Yeah, electronics are required for the bots. Yeah, just for little worker bot things. Okay, I'm sure it's all fine. We need to get the electronics factory in. We need to get that done, please, as soon as possible. That would be wonderful. In fact, we're very low on steel. So could we... I think we can prioritise that. So make that a priority building to make sure you always try and get resources over here to make steel, because we're very low on that right now. Okay, electronics factory is now constructed, and hopefully we can load that up with many things and they can start generating electrical component things, which we can then use to build everything else. Because, yeah, we're lacking those for our solar farm over that direction. And of course, yes, we've run out of power. We've ran out of power. But now we've got power back again. Yay, yay for the sun. Okay, right, what are we doing? Maintenance facility. That's what we were doing. Okay, facility will build maintenance drones and send them to repair nearby buildings. It's going to take 20 power. So we are going to need yet another solar farm. Where is it going to do? Oh, yes. If we put it right in the middle, can we put it there? Can we put it right there? Oh, yes, that's perfect. That covers everything. Oh, lots of new sort of paths being plotted and what have you. Oh, look, he's plotted new paths sort of that way. I mean, this is a bit of a complicated junction. This is a bit... I mean, there's going to be crashes here. Everyone make sure you've got your insurance sorted because... Oh, crikey, that was close. But yeah, there we go. So now that's in. That's our maintenance facility. We are going to need another solar farm, I suspect, because, yes, we're just not generating enough power. So pop another one down there. That'll be quite handy because when that thing's finished, it's going to use up most of our power. So speed time on. Nice and quick. They can throw the resources down here. We've only got one sort of blob of electronics right now. I'm sure they'll get that sorted and moved over at some point very soon. We can have a couple more workers as well. Why have we stopped making workers? Oh, we haven't. We haven't. Another one is on the way. And there we go. Right, we've got plenty of power. So when this thing is actually done, when they build the maintenance facility, then, yeah, we're not going to fall short of power, which is excellent. Okay, so what do they need? I was going to say, what do they need? But they need a bit of electrical stuff, but it's in. Okay. Find more resources. It is looking a bit barren for resources, isn't it? It's looking a little bit... We're looking a little bit bereft of things to dig out the ground. And build an areological scanner. Okay. Scans the surrounding areas for underground resource veins. It's going to take 5 power, which we've got plenty of now. Some aluminium, some steel, and some components. Okay. So we might not be able to build this straight away. And that's the area it scans, is it? We might want to scan down here because we've got power sort of provided down here. Let's pop that there then. Pop that there and we'll scan that area for some various bits and bobs. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get that done because we're out of steel and we're out of electrical components as well. So it's going to take a little while to get... yeah, okay, there's a block of steel there now. They could load that in. Could have wonderful little Martian worker bots. But yeah, the electronics... I know we've got plenty of electronics coming in. Oh, this is going swimmingly. I do love the fact there is a 16-speed slider, which is brilliant. And there we go. Let's just zoom down. Let's watch it get constructed. Very important. The pointy bit on the top is very important. Okay. So that's now scanning for stuff. I don't know what it's doing exactly. But how is it scanning? It's just scanning that area, is it? It's just scanning and scanning and scanning to see if there's anything around. Okay, so presumably there it hasn't found anything. Okay, directive, spaceport. Build a spaceport. Ooh, water. Okay, very important. Okay, build a water extractor and build a food factory. I mean, can we import some seeds in? I haven't seen much in the way of natural vegetation around the place. It's a bit, red. It's a bit red and sort of dusty. Okay, spaceport, colony, water extractor, food extractor. I would say that probably getting the water and food thing in first is better before we build a colony and get people here. Because the last thing they wanted to arrive and go, "Quah, it's been a really long journey. I hope we've got some water to drink and some food to eat." And then we sort of look at them and go, "Oh yeah, sorry, we've been living with all these bots for ages. You need to eat and drink and stuff. Oh dear." Okay, colonies, that's just a colony. Right, a factory. A food factory. What do you want? A water extractor. There we go. We know that that's going to live on there. So, okay, water extractor in place. And we've got the materials to do that, which is wonderful. What's going on? Why do we keep running out of steel and electrics? Is that to do with this? Are they just making lots and lots of maintenance drones? Is that what's happening here? We've got none right now. Maybe that's where the electronics are going. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, but they are building a maintenance drone, which is quite good. And yeah, we want to keep all our buildings within range, so we don't have to build another one of those. There's another water thing down there. Maybe we get 2 of those because apparently water is important to keep humans alive and whatnot. Let's put another one of those there. Is that within range? Yes, it is. So it can be maintained, which is wonderful. Okay, so we've got we have a water extractor. We are extracting lovely, precious water. Let's go and have a look at what it looks like. Yeah, that looks very exciting, doesn't it? I like the way it's blue. I like the way they've made it blue to imply water. Watery blue. Okay, so that's in. That is slowly working. What does the water look like when it comes out? Is it in like a nice barrel? Oh, it's in a magical... It's just a giant ice cube. Okay, fine. I thought it might be in barrels or something, but no. So another one down there. Okay, so a food factory. What is that going to require? Grows food. It needs water and chemicals. Okay, we've got a couple of chemicals. And we've got some water. The only thing is, the chemicals... Oh, okay, we could put it over here. We could put that over here, because there's the chemical plant, and there's the water sort of generator, purifier thing. So we could put it, say, over here, and it's quite near to both of those things. So we'll pop that there, get that constructed. Looks like we've got the materials to actually get it done, apart from the steel, but that's fine. They can work on that. Steel is in a great deal of demand, I think, because they're using it to make all sorts of other bits and bobs as well. Have we still not got a maintenance bot? Build maintenance drones and send them to repair nearby buildings. Unless a maintenance bot is a one-use kind of thing. I wonder if a maintenance drone is a one-use thing, because they should have built one by now. But I wonder if it goes over and it has to expend the resources within the maintenance bot to, you know, repair a building or something. I'm not sure. I do not know. Okay, food factory. That's pretty much done apart from a chunk of steel. Okay, so a spaceport and a colony. I think maybe a colony first, then get the spaceport in. Okay, so colony. A basic colony with room for 100 people. Okay, so it's going to take 12 power. Ah, right. Okay, I foresee a problem with the colony already. We need some more sunshine energy. Also, hang on. Where do you want to build the colony? And how big is it? Okay, it's not massive. It might make sense to put it down here so it's near the water and the food over there. So the colony should go there. So let's build the power. I mean, the power could go up here. We've not got anything sort of powering these bits up here, maybe. So let's pop a solar farm over there, and that could sort those out. Just in case something happens to these solar farms down here or whatever, and they're not able to power stuff, we'll have another one up there, and then maybe we'll get another one as well, just because, you know, redundancy and all that kind of stuff. There's a nice hill there that we can put it on. What's the percentage like there? 99%. Yep, absolutely. Drop that on there. A couple of new solar farms going in. Okay, so move time on fairly quick. Let's see these things get loaded with resources. Yeah, it's looking fine. They're going to get that one done first. In fact, the one on the hill is done first. That one is requiring a little bit of electronic kind of input going on, but that's fine. They'll get there eventually. Come on, chaps. There we go. And in it goes. Boom. Right. Loads of power. Absolutely loads of power. So now let's get our colony in, and we'll put that... Yeah, I think down here is going to be our best bet. It's quite near to the food place and the water sort of source. So let's pop that there. What's that there? Chemicals. More chemicals. The only thing is, are they in range of our maintenance thing? Yes, they are. Okay. Do you know what? I see no problem with going down here, getting ourselves a chemical plant set up right there. Absolutely no problem with that at all. Might as well do it while it's there. Are there any other materials? Any of the resources just appeared that we've scanned using our magic scanner thing? Don't think so. Okay, so the colony is underway. And what do we need to build a spaceport? I don't imagine that's going to be a very simple thing. So we need 5 lots of aluminium, 5 electronics, 5 parts, and 5 steel. That's going to take a little while for us to sort of cobble together. We have got plenty of power, however. A spaceport allows the execution of special projects in orbit. Okay, I'd rather get the colony done first. I'd rather get that sorted first. So if we move time on, let's get that done. So 1 bit of steel goes in, and we're just waiting for another bit, and that should be on its way. We've got a bit, apparently. Come on, little worker bots. Bring it over. This is very important. Hang on, let's make that a priority thing. Put the steel in, please. There we go. Okay, I want to watch this get built. Take it off priority. What does it look like? It looks like... there's a little blimp thing at the back. That's exciting. And then around to the central dome thing, and then a few other sort of storage buildings, resource bay over there. Okay. Okay, now of course, yeah, if people are living in there, that's why, I mean, yeah, people are going to be tiny on this. You're not going to see people. I imagine the people are going to be walking around in these tunnels. So people are going to be very, very small. They're going to be absolutely teeny tiny in this. So yeah, that's why when we can zoom out, we can see all this stuff. And look at that. It's even bigger now from space. We've made a big dent on the planet already. Okay, so our colony is in. So let's go forth and build ourselves a spaceport. I assume nobody lives there because we've not got a spaceport. Because, we can't get people in. We need them to land somewhere. So, okay, spaceport. Oh, the spaceport is absolutely huge. Okay, let's put the spaceport here. Is that within range of maintenance? It should be. I think it should be. That's not the maintenance building. Where's the maintenance building? There it is. Oh, yeah, it's well within range. Well within range. Okay, yeah, this is going to be... That's going to be a big project to get that done. That requires a lot of parts. Some of them we've got. And yes, look, they're just directly sort of loading it in from the electronics factory and whatever. That was the... What was that they were loading in? They were loading in aluminium, possibly. So they just took it from there and put it into here. We've got 3 out of the 5 parts. Now 4 out of the 5 parts. But yes, it's going to be the electronics and the steel that's going to be a problem with this. Okay, fine. And we still haven't finished that. I know we have. No, we haven't finished that. I was going to say, no, we've not finished that. There you go. Work on that. Lovely, lovely chemical plant is now looking all very splendid. Get that finished off. Yeah, that's just a handy thing to have. More chemicals means we can make more food and what have you. And in fact, yeah, look, that's where we're struggling. We're struggling to generate enough chemicals to get food produced, which is obviously bad. We kind of want our people to have food. We've got 7 food right now. And there we go. Yep, so that will help out. Okay, now all eyes go to the spaceport. That's kind of all we've got left to build. While they're doing that, what else is there around the place? Well, what's that? What's that? There's a thing. Iron. Okay, so we found another iron deposit. The only thing is, I suspect that's way out of our maintenance range. Yeah, that's very, very far out. Okay, never mind. What other things are there sort of lying around? What other things are there? And there's craters and what have you. What are they? What are they? See, I'm intrigued with these. That's the opportunity. Oh, no, hang on. We've seen that already. We've seen those two. I mean, yeah, there's loads of stuff. I think down here in the Erythraeum Chaos, an abandoned weather station from 2011. UCLAN, UC LAN. Arcadia Weather Station's goal was to gather data on Mars' seasons and climate and create a perfect model. Designed by the South American Space Agency, the station had a collection of sensors to record and transmit climate data. When the southern nations were incorporated into the OXY-UN, their agency became part of ISA, along with all its projects and stations. I don't know if that's real or not. I don't know if that's a real thing or not. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, but yeah, I like the fact there's just bits. There's just things lying around. It makes it sort of a little bit more sort of lived in. What's the Mars 6 crash site? 1974 from the USSR. Mars 6 transmitted atmospheric readings for 224 seconds during its descent, but lost contact prior to landing. Yeah, it didn't land very well. It's kind of fallen apart a bit. Has been there for quite a long time as well, because we must be at least 200 years into the future from that. Yeah, I like that. I like the fact there's other stuff. What's that? Imminent impact in 7 sols. Oh, is something going to land there? Oh, crikeys. Okay, I'm assuming like an impact of a meteor or something. Oh, there's something there as well. 30 sols. Oh, crikey. Okay, 2 sols. Hang on, a sol is just a day. 1 sol. Oh, right. Okay. Big explodey kind of event has happened, and I guess if that happens on the top of our little settlement, it's going to cause us a tiny bit of a problem. I imagine that's going to hurt us. Yeah, that's 14 sols. I imagine at some point you get to build defense shields and what have you. But okay, right. How are they doing down here? Because, I've been wondering about the planet for a long time. Okay, move time on super fast. 16 speed. Let's just get these bits done. I can see we've got the parts. I don't know why we haven't put the one final unit of parts in. I'm not entirely sure why. In fact, we've got all the stuff ready now. We're looking quite good for the things we've got in reserve. But I guess, do you know what? Prioritise. This is important. We want the spaceport to be complete. In can go the electronics. And how's that maintenance bot? I think a maintenance bot just popped over there and did a bit of maintenance on our solar farm. There we go. Last bit of iron going in. So we've got 1 parts and 1 electronics. We've definitely got them in reserve. We've got them in stock. It's absolutely fine. We just need to put them in. Okay, and then parts. Just put 1 lot of parts in. Just, some nuts and bolts and a little Allen key so you can turn them all. It'll be fine. But no, they're seemingly... There we go. Okay. This is going to look very, very impressive. Orbital view unlocked. Spaceport construction confirmed. Orbital view unlocked. Permissions updated. Colonist migration project is now available. To access the orbital view, zoom out. Okay, what have we been doing previously? I'm not sure. Oh, crikeys. Okay, right, actual super orbital view. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. There are people. They're the people. These are the colonists. Migration of colonists from Earth. No cost. I don't know what that does. Add. I don't know what that just did. I pressed the button and I'm adding things. I don't know what I'm adding now. Okay, I've pressed a button and I don't know exactly what that does. But okay, good. I've added a thing and the spaceship's gone green. Yay for the green spaceship. Okay, so there's the moon. There's the moon. What do we do with this? I'm not entirely sure what we do with this. Oh, yes, we've got an extra level of zooming out now. So we can zoom out and see the planet, and then we can zoom out and see things in orbit around us. Oh, that is very wonderful. And there's constellations in the background, all sorts. That's very exciting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that's doing. I don't know what's happening there. 1M, 7M, 5M, 7M. I've pressed buttons. Were we supposed to press buttons? Not entirely sure. Not 100%. Game, what are we supposed to be doing now? Where's my little sort of helper thing popping up telling me what to do? I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to do. Current project colonist migration. On Earth, 22%. Oh, so they're making their way here. They're just very slowly but surely making their way here. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I guess we just sit back and wait and watch what's going on. Oh, there are many things. Another blob of chemicals. We are still struggling for chemicals. Even though I've got 2 chemical plants, might not be a bad idea to get another chemical plant. The other thing is we can't build there because we've got something in the way. We can build there, though. Get another chemical plant in. Big network of roads appears, which is wonderful. Okay, yeah, let's do that then. Right, how long are they going to be? 34. Well, let's put it on to maximum speed. And they should be here in no time at all. So, yeah, it's on 70% already. When it gets to about 90, let's slow time down a little bit. And we'll zoom out. Oh, no. Oh, no. We've gone over our power limits. Hang on. Solar farm. Just pop a solar farm in. Right there. Make this super, super important. Priority mission number 1, little drones. Get this solar farm complete. Because, yes, our spaceport has ran out of power. We didn't plug it in properly. Got no batteries. Okay. Right. How's that working then? 99%, 100%. So can we see them? Are they landing now? Or what? Are they coming in to land? What's happening here? What is happening? I don't know what's going on anymore. Are they coming in to land? Are we going to see some people land here? Because transit to Mars. Oh, they've left? Oh, no, right. Okay. Okay. They've got out of kind of Earth space or whatever. And now they're on their way to Mars. So taken off from Earth. And now they're on their way to us. So I assume that's still them. What's that? 1 month, 7 months, 5. Oh, is that months? Oh, hang on. If we put on time on super fast... Is that slowly going to tick through? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's taking a long time. So we built a kind of ship. I think that's what we did there. We requested a ship to come to us. So 1 month to do the first bit. 7 months to do the next bit. 5 months and 7 months. Okay, it takes a long time to get to Mars then. Okay, right. Earth and Mars are quite far apart. Apparently a new special site has been revealed. What's that? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, there's just a mysterious unknown thing. Whereabouts is that? Oh, it's not too far away from us. It's not that far away at all. What do we do with that? What even is it? I don't know what that is. It looks like a very early kind of base. There's like some very small solar panels and a few sort of what looks like habitation things and the little sort of corridors connecting them up. I don't know what we do with it though. Can we claim it? Do we go over and stick a flag on it and then therefore it's clearly ours? I'm not entirely sure what we do with that. I do not know. Okay. I mean, do we want to build ourselves a worker hub in the middle to try and connect that up? See what we can do? Because is it out of any sort of range or anything? Okay. Do you know what? We'll get a work hub anyway. An extra worker is no bad thing. We'll pop that in just there. There you go. All the paths get plotted. And then we'll see what that is. I really don't know what that's doing. So, okay, right, well, there we go. We found a new thing, and we found a new resource as well. Whereabouts? Oh, there. Oh, that counted as a resource and a site of interest. Maybe we just scrap it. Maybe it's just a thing that we scrap. It's sort of an old abandoned base, and we just scrap it for parts or whatever. I do not know. I mean, maybe when this is done, we'll find out. We need 1 bit of, what's that, steel. So a bit of steel can go in there, and then, yeah, we'll be near enough to that. to go and have a little nosy at what that might be. Of course, it does mean we can get another worker as well. Okay, what do we do with you? I really don't know. Can we right-click it? I'm not sure. Maybe we need a new type of building. Is there like a sort of a recycler building or something that we're supposed to build? Doesn't look like there's anything new. Solar farm, colony. Okay, maybe that's just a thing that will appear in the game, in a sort of a more full version. We'll be able to do something with that. But right now, I don't know. I don't know what we do with that. I'm not sure. Okay. There's more silicon. There's some more water. Okay, so that scanner thing's finding a lot of extra resources, which is very, very nice. Okay, let's just pop out to space. How long are we? How long are we waiting now? Another 7M. Okay, let's move time on onto full Super 16 speed, and let's wait for this thing to get here. Okay, so I think transit to Mars sort of bit should be complete. Oh, there we go. The colonists are here. Congratulations! With their help, you'll be able to unlock technologies and perform planet-scale terraforming projects. This is the end of Per Aspera's sandbox demo. Okay, well, there we go. So the demo ends when you actually get people down onto the planet. Now, unfortunately, I thought we had to get all the way to the end there. So they might have landed. There might have been a dramatic landing sequence where they came and landed and they all sort of got out the spaceship and looked blinking into the Martian sunlight. Alas, we didn't see that because I was watching this bar tick up. I thought maybe I had to get to there. So yeah, there's 1 month to sort of do Earth stuff, 7 months to travel between Earth and Mars. Okay, well, there we go. But we've finished it. And yeah, that's very interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, I like the whole sort of building of a base and resource management and all that kind of stuff. That's all good, but I do like the visuals on it. I like the way it looks. I think it looks really, really good. You've got the lovely sort of zoom out, zoom in kind of thing. You've got, obviously this is just the building, building demo. But in the full version, there will be stories and there's going to be a full campaign mode. And I imagine there's events that are going to pop up and those meteors are probably going to hit us. There'll be loads more things for us to build. And then, when you get the colonists in as well, I imagine they're going to do all sorts of extra bits and bobs because, they're going to research new tech and do planet scale terraforming projects. So we might be able to, make rivers and oceans and jungles and all that kind of stuff and grass and farmlands and what have you. So yeah, it was well worth checking out. I'm glad we kind of took the time to have a look at this. And it will come back on the channel. I am pretty certain that when this goes into either early access or a more sort of complete release or whatever, we will have this back on the channel because this has been very, very good. And I want to know what the story mode's about. I want to know what the story mode involves. I mean, okay, so there's going to be stuff about fighting the environment, sort of the harsh, hostile environment of Mars. And, we saw sort of explosions and meteors coming down. There was that sort of great big sort of tornado-y, sort of twistery thing that was going around the planet. So I imagine we'll have to deal with stuff like that. And there'll be other problems as well. And then, of course, we're going to have 100 or so colonists living on Mars. So they'll have their own, internal conflicts. They're not always going to get on. So I imagine there's going to be story bits coming out of that as well. So yeah, very intrigued to see what the story sort of mode and the campaign mode holds for us. But we'll finish up for now because, of course, we can't do any more. But we will see this again in the future at some point. I'm very, very sure indeed. Hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other stuff that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Let's follow Matt Spence, aka Duke Nukem, as he chases after a dirty villain. There are a lot of angry people still. I don't know why. Never ever employ him, he's terrible. This place is full of rats. Timothy Robles with your kind of crazy eyes. You have tea leaves in for one of my shops.